Now you need to find the equation of a line just using the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now what do these terms mean? So basically, if these are your x and y axes, and let's say that you have a line that looks like this, then the x-intercept is basically the point at which your line cuts the x-axis, and the y-intercept is the point at which the line cuts the y-axis. So in this case, the only thing that you know about the line is that you know that the x-intercept is -13. So this picture is obviously not to scale. Let's say this point here is -13. And you know that the y-intercept is 5, so let's say this point here is 5. Let me also label, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So this is what your line looks like. Now, if these are the x and the y-intercept, you definitely know 2 points on the line. We know 2 points on the line. In this case, the 2 points on the line are -13, 0, which is this point over here, and the other point in the line is over here, and this point is 0, 5. Now once we know 2 points on the line, it's easy to find the slope of the line. The slope of the line is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which in this case y2 is 5 minus y1 is 0, x2 is 0 minus x1 is -13. So that's 5 over 0 minus -13 is +13. So 5 over 13 is the slope that we need. Now, first thing we need to do is find the equation of the line in point-slope form. In order to use the point-slope form, all you need is the slope and you need a point. You have both of these because this is the slope, and we can pick any one of the 2 points. So I'm going to pick 0, 5. The point is 0, 5, and then the slope point form of the equation is given by y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, m being the slope. So in this case, that would be y minus y1, which is 5, equals m, which is 5 over 13, times x minus x1, which is 0. So I'm going to rewrite that y minus 5 equals 5 over 13 times just x, since x minus 0 is x. Now this is the slope point form of the equation. I also need to find out what the equation is in the slope intercept form. In order to find the slope intercept form, all you need to do is take this equation and solve for y. Because remember that this is what the slope intercept form looks like. Your goal is to get an equation that looks like this. Y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So in this case, it's going to be really easy. If I rewrite the equation y minus 5 equals 5 over 13x, all I need to do is I need to solve for y, so I just need to add 5 to both the sides of the equation. So on the left hand side I can cancel 5, and then on the right hand side I get y equals 5 over 13x plus 5. By the way, you can also note that I could have directly written the equation by just using this formula over here, because I already knew the slope of the equation. I already knew that the slope is 5 over 13, and I already knew b, which is the y-intercept, as 5, positive 5. So you can see that that is in congruence with what we got before. Y equals 5 over 13x plus 5, and that's the slope intercept form of the equation.